And the first thing I want you to do, and whilst it sounds a bit odd, and I apologise to my colleagues who may have done it before, is I want you just to simply draw a watering can. Who are the guys who've drawn flowers? So you guys have drawn flowers here. If I look at the skills of artwork, you've got a beautiful hand here. There's a kettle which covers up as a watering can. It's a fantastic one here. Now we've got some fairly standard watering cans. There's an excellent one here. Water's coming out, and again it's not tipped. Quite a big one here. If you look at Oscar's, okay, that's a self-tipping one. This spout's already tipped. Okay, and that's not quite sure. Anyway, it is a watering can.
But effectively, involved in the development of the coaches who work for Premier Sport, which is the biggest commercial company, putting coaches into school. So it's a perspective which comes from the commercial side, the bad side, if you like, the dark side, and the education side. But I'll leave him to tell you what to know.
Fair, thank you. So what do you get in primary schools? This is why I was challenging before. What's the most difficult age group? Is what have you got at that age that's really challenging as a coach? What do you have in a group? Whether it's a club or class. You've got so many mixed abilities. Okay, you've got the child who's inactive, physically inactive, potentially obese.
My passion has been how can we use sport as, an intervention in trying to address social problems. How can we situate sport as part of it? How can we move sports from being indifferent? Is it possible? And the best people to answer that question are the coaches. Do you have anyone that you know that has come through your system? And what was their story? Did you know their story? And I believe you do. If you don't know, I've heard a story. And I just wanted to hear very quick stories about that. If you could just, with the person sitting next to you, recollect, was it this child suffering issues around drugs? Was it issues around violence? Was it suicide? What was it that this player was struggling with, was troubling?
Yeah, right.
Do you want to just share with us a little bit, just very briefly?
I was talking about one of the players in my stadium side who he's about 24 and he has an awful temper, which comes out on the pitch in different ways. He uses me, if you like, as a sounding board and a father figure. That sounds awful, but it's true. And I found the best way of dealing with him is to let him unload and then calm it down and then talk it through. And then even on the field, with the field, I can put him off the field for a while and calm him down.
Balotelli, I had this discussion with my colleague Kev. I work with Kev at the university. Balotelli, he's got, definitely, every goal he scores, he's trying to send a message. I don't know if it's on another planet, are they picking that message? I don't know, but there's a message going out. Now you take the journey, adopted from Ghana, Italy, all the racism. What is it? What's going on in his life? He's burning the house here and there. What's going on here? But there is, we don't know what's causing what, but we know there's a relationship with something else happening outside the field of play and coming. And is the coach capable to handle that? I don't know. Have we trained your coaches to handle that? You tell me.